Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. The Bachelor Season 29 ended with Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa getting engaged, but some of the women he rejected have become close friends. They've been posting photos of themselves hanging out together and having a great time, which reads like an attempt to rub their friendships in his face. Grant, 31, a day trader and former basketball player, made his television debut as a contestant on The Bachelorette Season 21. When Jen Train eliminated him before hometown dates, he found himself single and ready to be the franchise's next male lead. Grant kicked off The Bachelor Season 29, greeting 25 single women outside the iconic Bachelor mansion. Among them was Dina Lupanco, 31, a lawyer from Chicago. Grant and Dina hit it off right away, but things didn't end well between them. Since the season finale, Dina has enjoyed stirring the pot on social media. She even sided with venture capitalist Licia Gare, 31, in her feud with Grant. The women of Grant's season have come together since the season came to an end, and they seem determined to continue to rub their friendships in Grant's face. Grant changed his mind about Dina. After putting her career first her whole life, Dina was finally ready to switch her focus to finding love. Grant liked her from the moment she stepped out of the limousine on night one. He quickly appreciated her intelligence and came to trust her judgment. He even took her side in her conflict with some of the other women on The Bachelor Season 29. Throughout the season, Dina and Grant seemed solid, and she was one of the favorites to win the whole thing. When Dina's religious parents refused to meet Grant during her hometown visit, he eliminated her. Grant blindsided Licia. Lydia was so sure she was going to win. She walked into that final rose ceremony with confidence. During the final episode, she looked into the camera and expressed zero doubt about getting engaged. She seemed genuinely blindsided when Grant broke up with her instead. When Lydia sat down with Grant during the Bachelor Season 29 finale, she told Jesse that Grant had missiled her. Grant and I had talked a lot about that day, and everything that he had ever said about it was that it was going to be us, Lydia said. We were getting engaged from, the first one-on-one that we had in LA until the night before that day, Lydia said, adding, I remember saying goodbye to him and saying, oh my gosh, we're getting engaged tomorrow. And he said, I know, I can't wait. I love you. I love you. I love you. Those were the last words that he said to me before I walked up there, so it was a shock. She also claimed he told her he wanted to end the season early because he knew she was his person. Grant's exes may be too close for his comfort. Since appearing on The Bachelor Season 29 finale aired, Dina has been very active on social media. Dina recently posted Instagram photos of herself hanging with other women from her season, including Licia, Serafina Watkins, and Parisa Shifta. The women have a great time together on what appears to be a girls' night out. Dina's caption reads, an alarming amount of oysters were involved. To know you is to love you. Forever grateful this experience brought me one of my most treasured friendships. It's not the first time the Chicago lawyer has stirred the pot. Not long ago, Dina posted a photo of herself and Licia on Instagram, making it clear whose side she was on in the disagreement about what happened during The Bachelor Season 29. Licia, a woman after my own heart, reads Dina's post. To know you is to love you. Forever grateful this experience brought me one of my most treasured friendships. With Bachelor in Paradise 10 coming this summer, Dina will hopefully be on the beach. If there's one thing The Bachelor Season 29 taught us, it's that Grant Ellis never stood a chance. From the first rose ceremony to that unforgettable finale cliffhanger, every step of his journey was laced with drama, emotion, and, oh yes, ex-girlfriend chaos. While viewers were busy choosing sides between Juliana Pasquarosa and Licia Gare, another narrative was brewing in the background, one that only true Bachelor Nation detectives noticed. Behind the scenes, Grant's ex-girlfriends were forming alliances, and who was at the center of it all? None other than Dina Lupanco, the woman who once stole Grant's heart and now seems determined to sabotage his sanity. It didn't take long after filming wrapped for the whispers to start. Exes texting each other. Instagram likes turning into full-blown brunch meetups. Grant, unknowingly, had sparked a sisterhood. A petty, sarcastic, revenge-glazed kind of sisterhood. And Dina, she was the ringleader. Who is Dina Lupanco? For those unfamiliar with Dina, let's catch up. Dina Lupanco, 28, met Grant Ellis back in 2021, long before his Bachelor days. She was a fashion PR rep with a quick wit, a sharper tongue, and a penchant for turning any awkward situation into viral-worthy chaos. Their relationship? Brief, explosive, and very much unfinished. She's the kind of girl who can make you laugh and cry in the same breath. Grant once said in a long-deleted podcast interview, "She keeps you guessing, sometimes too much." Dina and Grant dated for 5 months, but their breakup wasn't just a chapter, it was a whole season. They argued in public, subtweeted each other, friends got involved, and when the final text was sent, a simple "lol, good luck with your ego," Dina disappeared, or so Grant thought. Because when the show aired, Dina came back, louder than ever. The rise of the ex-girlfriend alliance. It began innocently. Dina posted a cryptic TikTok the night of the premiere. A lipstick-smeared wine glass, the caption, "Watching my ex pretend to know how to love." Fans were obsessed. They started digging. Who was she? What happened? Why did she look that familiar? Within days, other women who had once dated Grant started popping up. A graphic designer from Nashville, a yoga instructor in Miami, and the big one, Tasha Leung, Grant's college girlfriend, and the one he always described as the one that got away. Dina followed them all, commented on their posts, shared inside jokes that only a real ex would understand. Bachelor Nation had seen petty. They'd seen revenge dresses and last-minute roses. But this was tactical warfare. And Grant, he stayed silent until he couldn't anymore. Juliana starts noticing. Juliana Pasquarosa, Grant's winner, at least, technically, was trying to enjoy her post-show glow. Endorsement deals, press tours, and romantic posts with Grant filled her feed. But something felt off. "Do you know her?" Juliana asked Grant one night, holding up a screenshot of Dina's latest Instagram story. It was a blurry selfie at the same wine bar where Grant had taken Juliana on a secret date during filming. The caption? "We all recycle men differently." Grant stiffened. She's just bitter. But Juliana wasn't so sure, and neither were the fans. The exes were coordinating. They were mocking. They were reclaiming the narrative, and Dina was feeding them ammunition like a war general in heels. Bachelor Nation reacts. Reddit threads exploded. One title read, "Why are all of Grant's exes hanging out? Is Dina building a coven?" Another user commented, "Imagine being Grant and seeing every girl you ghosted become besties and brunch buddies." The ex-girlfriend brunches became monthly events. They even had a name, the Ellis Club. Dina trademarked it. They weren't just sipping mimosas. They were reclaiming their stories, one meme at a time. And the internet couldn't get enough. Licia Guerre joins the party. In a plot twist no one expected, Licia Guerre, the runner-up who was famously blindsided during the finale, showed up at an Ellis Club dinner in Los Angeles. Cameras caught her entering the restaurant, arms linked with Dina Lupanco and Tasha Leung. The caption on Dina's post that night? "Second place doesn't mean second class, babe." Bachelor Nation lost it. Was this a dig at Juliana, a statement about Grant, or just Dina doing what she does best, stirring the pot until it boils over? Grant finally breaks his silence. After weeks of speculation, Grant finally posted a story that wasn't an ad, wasn't a rose emoji, and didn't involve Juliana. It was a note. It's weird seeing people turn pain into clout. But I guess some people need a storyline. Good luck with that. The comments were instant, savage, divided. Dina responded an hour later. I didn't turn pain into clout. I turned a clown into a punchline. Juliana reaches her limit. Juliana had tried to keep her composure. She smiled through interviews, laughed through awkward podcast questions. But when Dina posted a throwback photo of Grant in college with the caption, "When he still had potential," Juliana finally cracked. She unfollowed Grant, deleted their most recent couple photo, and then, without tagging anyone, posted a black screen with the words, "Sometimes it's not the exes, it's the pattern." The rumors exploded. Were Juliana and Grant over? Was Dina responsible? Had the Ellis Club claimed another victory? Dina goes live. It was the Instagram live heard round the world. Dina, dressed in silk pajamas, sitting with a wine glass and a devilish smile, went live for exactly 22 minutes. "We're not trying to ruin anyone's life," she said. "We're just telling our truth. And if that truth makes someone uncomfortable, maybe it should." Viewers begged for names. Dina didn't need to say them. She just raised an eyebrow. Then Tasha joined the live. Then Licia. It wasn't just a clapback. It was a roast. They didn't trash Juliana. In fact, they praised her. "Poor thing walked into a fire with no extinguisher," Dina said. They focused on Grant, on his patterns, on the manipulation, on how The Bachelor was just the final performance in a long career of emotional acting. Grant and Juliana, officially over. A week later, Grant and Juliana released a joint statement. "After much thought and reflection, we've decided to part ways. While we care deeply for each other, we recognize that some things were built more on illusion than reality." Bachelor Nation mourned and pointed fingers. Juliana unfollowed every member of the Ellis Club. Dina followed Juliana anyway. Her comment on Juliana's breakup post: "Healing looks good on you. Don't let anyone make you feel small again." The aftermath. Dina now hosts a podcast called The Ellis Effect, where she interviews women about their exes, red flags, and surviving modern love. Her first guest? Licia Gare. They sipped tea, literal and metaphorical, and didn't hold back. Tasha launched a nonprofit for women healing after toxic relationships. She credits Dina for the idea. Grant, meanwhile, is taking a break from public life. Rumors say he's in therapy. Some say he's trying to get cast on Dancing with the Stars. But Dina's thriving, and she's unapologetic. The legacy of the Ellis Club. What started as subtle posts and sly reunions turned into a full-blown movement. Not just revenge, but reclaiming. Not just mess, but meaning. Grant Ellis thought he was the star of his own show. But it turns out he was just the pilot episode of something way bigger. And Dina Lupanco, she didn't just stir the pot. She served the tea, sipped it with a smirk, and turned the cup into merch.